Hey mamas, and welcome to the Entering Motherhood podcast. I'm your host, Sarah Marie Bilger, a wife, mom of two, VBAC mama, and doula. Here we integrate holistic mindfulness and evidence-based practices to support you on your unique motherhood journey. Whether you're trying to conceive, pregnant, newly postpartum, or supporting mamas in this stage of life, you'll feel empowered and informed as you embrace what lies ahead. Join us every episode to learn from professionals, special guests, and moms just like you, ensuring that you know what you need to know and discover things that you didn't know before. I believe in you. Let's doula this and let's navigate the transition of entering motherhood together. Hi, mamas. I am so excited to be here and be chatting again. It has been way too long since I have done a solo episode and released any episodes at all. It has been weeks since I have had an episode because things have just been all going on. Everything is happening. There is lots of, new clients, new things, new experiences, new challenges, just a lot going on. And while that is no excuse to be tapping in here and doing the work, I think there has been a lot of resistance against releasing episodes and trying to put my attention elsewhere. Caitlin and I have been working on our course that is now fully available. It's a fully comprehensive childbirth education course. And so that has been eating at a lot of my time and really working into things and contributing to a massive shift and a massive attention that has been needed there. But I want to dive back into this. I have episodes with other people who are amazing stories and amazing resources that I want you to be able to hear and listen to, but it goes back into my perfectionist tendencies of I need to edit the episodes and listen to them and make sure that they sound great and just gives you the best quality and information possible. But with that, it just delays things. So thank you for being so patient. And thank you if you are one of those upcoming guests for being here and listening and supporting, because this truly is something that I want to do more often and make a priority. We are in the new year. I really laying out my business with purpose and intention, because this is truly what I feel so called to do and be doing with my time. So when I first started the podcast, it was very much a passion project. It was something that I did late hours during my lunch here and there. I was working full-time as a mechanical engineer. I was going through shifts and changes in my own motherhood experience. I was feeling all the feels and having all these different emotions and experiences and thoughts and feelings. And for me, I needed to channel them and put them somewhere. I needed answers. I was super curious about what was all going on, how things were shifting, why people weren't talking about all of these topics, where they were, if they were, and how we can just learn more, get more curious, know the information that is out there, find the resources that are available, and really just have this fully comprehensive place to lean into and call upon when we are going through this motherhood experience, wanting to know why things are the way that they are, why shifts and changes are happening, why hospitals are the way that they are, what options you have as far as birthing, where do you go when you're feeling different things, and what kinds of changes are happening. And so we are coming upon almost 200 episodes, and I have something planned for the 200th episode that I am just, super excited to really reach that pinnacle and reach that point of saying, yeah, there is this podcast that you can tap into and have as a resource, and there is over 200 episodes. That is just super amazing and such an accomplishment. But also, I am just so thankful and grateful for the people that are listening and getting information that they need to make their motherhood experience all that it can be. So just thank you so much for being here, and thank you for being along on this ride. I am currently in Austin at a retreat for content, and we have been learning so much information and really just expanding on so much that I already know personally with creating the podcast and starting my own business and leaning into this world of content creation and what it can do and how it can expand and everything that comes with that. So we have been going through this course for over 12 weeks, and now we are here in this beautiful house. There is so many rooms. I think there are 20 of us, and most of us, I would say almost all of them, are doulas or work within the birth worker field. And it is just so cool to hear what everybody else's dreams and desires and hopes and wishes and plans that they have laid out, not only for their business, but their personal life and things that they struggle with and things that they think about and things that are going on personally and with clients and all these different things. And it's just really cool and amazing to be here. I had a client that was due on January 6th, and I had been patiently waiting and wanting to attend her birth. And I had said, if, it's meant to be that I go to this retreat, then it will be and it will happen. But I'm not trying to do anything to pressure my client to have her baby early. I'm not telling her, hey, I won't be here next week if you go into labor and I need to have a backup. And I was really just letting the universe, the world, whatever, kind of just dictate what would happen and how this would go. And I think so much of that is relevant in birth, of this surrender and let go and let whatever happens happen. And so my client had an extremely long labor, and it was the longest labor that I had ever been a part of to help support. She was in labor for just about 40 hours, shy of 40 hours by, maybe it was a half an hour, about 39 hours of very consistent, very powerful waves and rushes and showing all of the signs of active labor for an extremely long time. And she just showed so much strength and so much determination and motivation. And she had gone completely unmedicated. After 27 hours of supporting her myself, I had called in backup because I feel like I was getting exhausted and that was hard, but I wanted them to have full support and somebody that could give them 100%, who was well rested and not feeling sick and was able to be that advocate for them that they had looked for in a doula and that they had wanted there, and to help them navigate the remainder of their labor. So that was the first time that I ever had to call in backup to relieve me during a birth. And I have been backups for other doulas, but that was if they are out of town or they couldn't attend the birth or whatever had happened, that I was asked to step in and be a backup for. But this was the first time that I had to make that call and say, hey, look, I want what's best for my client, even if that means I don't get to be there and I don't get to enjoy the birth of the baby, because let's be honest, that is such the highlight and the pinnacle of being a birth doula and getting able to see them in that moment, first time becoming parents, holding their baby, enjoying it, having that sense of relief and deep exhale of, we did it and the baby's here. So missing out on those emotions and feelings was definitely hard. There was a point that I felt like I was feeling better and I had gotten some sleep and gotten some food. And I had asked the backup doula, like, hey, like, should I come back? Like, what do they think? Like, how's things going? And it was just kind of like, hey, like they said they want you to rest and they're fine. And sure enough, probably, an hour later, baby was there. So it's really just one of those things, like, again, like if you're meant to be somewhere, then you will be. If someone else is meant to be there, then that's who's meant to be there. She had a beautiful birth. She was able to stand during pushing and delivering her baby. She was able to, be right there, hold him, have him, nurse very soon after. I've just been in contact with them and been hearing about the experience. So I'm just super happy, glad that they got an experience that they really envisioned and dreamed of. And I was able to be a part of that, which is really, really cool. And I was able to kind of be in their little bubble and in their space and help support them and remind her to relax her jaw and relax her eyebrows and let her know what different options are and let her know what's coming up and what to expect and answer any questions that she was having and go through different emotions and just be there and hold space for her. And I know that that's the connection that I love the most, just being able to be a person of calm and feel familiar and let them feel safe and comfortable. And they just have the biggest cheerleader in their corner that's rooting and hoping for the best. So I have some other upcoming births. I have a mama who is due very soon that I am supporting postpartum. And then I have some more births coming up in the next few months. And we are also currently trying to have a baby still. So ideally, I would love twins. I am so excited to hopefully be able to have twins one day. And I think that would just be the coolest experience. So I have been manifesting twins since this time last year. We have really been putting that out in the universe and have been trying. And we are, I think, getting closer and closer to getting there and just navigating this stage of having a harder time to conceive with our daughter, our firstborn. She was almost immediately. We said, hey, let's try to have a baby. And we conceived very, very quickly. And then our son was maybe like 2-3 months, at most 4 months, but we weren't very actively trying. We just said, if it happens, it happens. If not, then, it won't. But so we weren't tracking anything. We were just kind of like letting it be and seeing if that happened. So that's why I think that time it took just a slightly longer bit of time. And then this time it has just been a while. And that has been a new challenge and something that I'm working on, just again, releasing and relaxing and letting it go and saying, whatever happens, happens. And whatever timing it is the timing that it's supposed to be and meant to be. So I really do feel, though, that so many opportunities and so many experiences and so many new people that I've met and clients that I've connected with and been able to support would not have happened if I had gotten pregnant this past year in 2024. And so I really just feel like I'm where I'm supposed to be. I'm where I'm meant to be. I absolutely adore the children that I have. And if they are the only children that we conceive, I am content with that. But I dream and I hope and I envision our family growing and expanding. And I still feel like we are not complete. So hopefully in the next few weeks, I'll be able to update you if anything has changed or shifted in that realm. But for other things that are just coming up and happening, we have been working on our lake house. If you follow me on social media, you might have seen that. I believe maybe I have talked about it on an episode here or there. And I do really, truly want to start sharing more of my personal story and more of my personal experience, because not only is it great documentation for myself to really remember and be able to recall these moments and share them in the future and just have them as resources, but you can get to know me a little bit more and I can open up and share a little bit more about my personal journey, because I love that you're listening and I love that this community is growing and building and expanding. And there is so much that I see in this year that is happening and allowing me to fall deeper into not only this podcast, but my business and so many other aspects of my life. 2024 was the first year that I quit my full-time engineering job to pursue this full time. And it has really, truly expanded and opened up so many other opportunities. And we have different events and things that I have visions for this year that I am hoping to share soon more about and fill you in on. There are collaborations happening and different things. Even within our course, we have a bonus with Dr. Stu that was just such an amazing experience to record with him and learn from him and be with him in that way and interview him and get to ask personal questions. Me and Caitlin were able to do almost like an episode with him that maybe I'll share a little clip of in a future episode so that you can get a glimpse of what you can expect within the course that we have created. And also, if you are a birth worker or are someone who works with mothers in this capacity, and maybe that's why you're listening, or you have a friend or a family member or someone who would benefit from a fully comprehensive course, then you can also reach out and talk to me about potentially helping us expand and get it out into the world more and be an affiliate for us. And just anybody that's looking for this deep knowledge and understanding of preparation during pregnancy. And we go into, anywhere from movement to nutrition to newborn care and different procedures and all of your options. We talk about even cesarean and VBAC, because that's so much a part of our stories, but it just expands so much more into that. And we really, truly want you to, it's called Own Your Birth, because we want you to own your experience and we want you to be in control. We want you to be in the driver's seat. We want you to be calling all the shots and making all the decisions and knowing all of your options and really being able to say, I'm ready for this and I'm ready to step into this stage. So is Own Your Birth, and the OWN all stand for O stands for optimistic, W stands for worthy, and N stands for nourish. So we are just super proud and super excited about this course and glad that it's finally here. And we feel so accomplished and excited to share it with individuals. And we've had some mamas who have already enrolled in the course and they're working their way through the information. And we have a Facebook community that goes along with it. So if you have any questions about that, you can always message me on Instagram or reach out to me through email or go on the Entering Motherhood website and contact me through there. I can also share a link here in this podcast to go directly to the course link if you are interested in signing up and being there. And if you want to be an affiliate with us, again, just reach out to me, let me know, because we want this knowledge to spread. And we just obviously are obsessed with it because we created it and it's like our little baby and we're putting it out into the world. But we are just so excited to have it be there and exist. So there is so much stuff that I'm thankful for and grateful for and excited for, not only from 2024, but leading into now 2025. So I am promising to be here more often and more frequently and share more and have more solo episodes, and also get out all of these existing episodes that have already been recorded that I know you are going to get so much information from and benefit from so much. So I am motivated and excited from this retreat here or New Year's resolutions and things like that. But whatever it is meant to be. And I am so excited to be back and to be pouring into this podcast and giving you more information and letting you know that I am here to support you in whatever capacity that looks like, whether you're just listening in on these episodes, you're reaching out to me and we're having one-on-one calls, or you are connecting with me in person and maybe you're a past client, or maybe you're a current client, or maybe you are a potential client. And I am just so excited that you're here on this ride and along the way in this space, because it truly has been a journey and it has been so exciting to be here and to be doing this podcast and creating this little bubble and seeing it just expand and evolve into what it has become. And I can only imagine how it's going to grow and how it's going to evolve even more. We are super, super close to 20,000 downloads. And I know downloads are not something to measure the value and the impact, but it is rewarding and nice to see that y'all are listening and sharing it and finding it and just coming and being in this space as well and getting something out of it and learning something new and really just seeing that change in your own life and asking the questions and getting curious and knowing the information that you didn't know before. So I just see really big things coming and really expansive shifts. And I hope that for everybody, in whatever capacity that looks like, is seeing the vision play out in their own life as well. And maybe it's just your vision for birth or your vision for motherhood. And we do have a vision planner that you can download and get, and that is completely free. It really kind of just guides you through creating a vision for your birth and asking some questions and going through some exercises to get you thinking about what you want it to look like, what you want to feel like, how you want to be and exist, and what that vision looks like. So that is a fully free, comprehensive vision planner that we have that walks you through that. So I will link that in the show notes as well, and you can get your hands on that and really just go through that and get closer to putting that vision together and getting clear on what that looks like for you. But yeah, so thank you for being here and thank you for showing up and listening, and catch you here soon with more episodes. And there might be a few rapidly coming out and then slowly trickling. And I will be also working on getting Caitlin and I's doula talks that we have been doing live on Instagram every Tuesday in here as well. So there is already a few that have been added, and available on the podcast, but we will continue to go live on Instagram, and I will slowly trickle them over here for you to listen to and listen back to at your own convenience from the comfort of your headphones or whatever capacity that looks like. And however you're listening to this episode, you can grab those and listen in on little short doula talks. And you can always submit questions for that. You can always ask us different things that we can incorporate and provide answers to from a doula's perspective into those talks. So thank you for being here and thank you for sticking around. And I hope you enjoyed this little update, and I hope you are having an amazing start to your new year. And I am just, again, so excited for what's to come for 2025. So see you later, mamas. Thank you, mamas, so much for listening. Remember, you are a rock star. I believe in you. Let's doula this. Let's crank it up a notch and let's kick it into high gear together. Hit that subscribe button, share this episode with a friend, message me, email me, call me, beat me. You know how to reach me. We're doing this, mamas. I am so excited to catch you here next week. This is your one-stop go-to place for helping you find the resources you need to make the best choices for you and your family during pregnancy, birth, and most importantly, postpartum. See you later, mamas.